Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Spadaro or Mr. S, and today we are going to learn about how to be safe on the internet. Most importantly, learning strategies when interacting with others online so we can be safe. But before that, we need to know what the internet exactly is. Does anyone know before we get started? The internet connects us to the whole world. It also helps us find information. It helps us link up with others and also has a place for us to do a bunch of activities like online gaming. But it is also important to know that there are some unsafe websites and safe websites. And hopefully that is all taken care of with adult supervision. Now, websites are a place on the internet to find information. There's domains like .com, .gov, and .org that are safe to use. But make sure your adult knows what you are doing on the internet so you are safe. Okay, let's start with one other question. Do you know some ways to be safe before we get started on the internet? One is don't share personal information to anyone. Does anyone know what personal information is? Well, it's your name, your passwords, your address, your emails, and your phone number. That should not be shared with anyone besides your parents, not even your best friend. Okay, we're going to do an activity, but during this activity, we will learn 6 different rules of the internet to be safe. This activity is an internet Jamboard. This Jamboard has 3 scrambled up words that we need to figure out what they are. I hope you're all ready. Here is our internet Jamboard, our word scramble. After you unscramble the word, perform jumping jacks to let the teacher know that you got the answer. This is our first word. Now that you got the word, and if you didn't get the word, I'll give you a hint. The first letter is the letter I. And if you got it, why is this important in physical education? There's multiple answers. I'll give you my answer. This word is important because it can help us find out so many activities, so many ways to get you to learn information about how to stay safe and how to play. Okay, before we get on to our next scrambled word, let's learn about the 6 rules of the internet. Rule 1, online life is real life. Make sure if you don't want to do or say anything in real life, that you don't say it on the internet. Just like what we say and do in real life, the internet is the same. Rule 2, your identity. Make sure that you don't share your personal information to anyone on the internet. Just like before, that includes your name, your passwords, your email, your address, your phone numbers. Don't give that away. Rule 3, be extra careful with strangers. If someone contacts you online and you don't know them, make sure you tell a trusted adult. This way they can be blocked and won't bother you again. Rule number 4, tell somebody if you're being bullied. This is what's called cyberbullying if it happens on the internet or in social media. It is important for adults to know what is going on so they can put a stop to it and make sure you are safe at all times. Rule number 5, protect your passwords. Don't give it to anyone. When it tells you to make a capital letter or use a number or a symbol, that's to keep it safe and have a strong password so no one can find out what your password is. And once again, do not tell your best friend because something might happen. They might slip up and tell somebody else by accident. You don't want that to happen. And rule number 6, be nice. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It's always best to be kind and caring. Let's go on to the next scrambled word. After you unscramble this word, perform arm circles to let the teacher know you have the answer. I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter S. And when everyone has the answer, think of this question: why is this important in physical education? I hope you got the answer, and this answer also has multiple answers. I'll give you mine. It is important because it helps us come up with different ways, different plans, and a course of action, different ways to stay safe. We can figure out different ways to get an activity or a goal or a task done. Let's go with our last scrambled word. After you unscramble this word, perform frog jumps. And frog jumps are when you go down, touch the ground with your hands, and jump up. Once, and this way, it'll let the teacher know you have the answer. I'll give you a hint. This word starts with the letter P. Once you find the answer, why is it important to be safe on the internet? And how can you be safe on the internet? These are two great questions, and I hope we've gone through some of these answers throughout our activity, throughout this video. I'll tell you one, it is important to be safe on the internet. This way, you keep all your information private. No, don't tell your passwords to anyone. That's one way you can keep safe. It's important to be safe on the internet so no one finds out your information. Okay, here we go. We have another activity. This is a crossword board where you have to try to find the word to get across to the other side. You can only move diagonal. You can only move to the side or diagonal going down. So it's either up, it's either to the side, or it's either down. You can't skip over. Has to be right next to the next letter. Every time you move a piece, do 10 jumping jacks or 10 squats. And let's see if you can figure out what the word spells to get to the other side. Now, this word is on the next slide, but I'm going to skip it this way we can get on with our activity, with our lesson. Here we go. Name a rule for the internet. We went over 6 of them. Let's see if you can name one of them. And that is it. That was our internet word scramble using Jamboard. Make sure to stay safe on the internet. Don't give out any personal information. It is important to stay safe at all times. Enjoy the rest of the day.